Can't you start sometimes? Can't you start sometimes? Will I propose at twilight? Will I propose at twilight? Can't we forget? Can't we forget? Was my grandson a veterinarian? Was my grandson a veterinarian? They will be rehearsing their music for a concert next month. They will be rehearsing their music for a concert next month. Is there a customer feedback form? Is there a customer feedback form? We have sufficient resources to complete the project. We have sufficient resources to complete the project. Those mountains are beautiful. Those mountains are beautiful. My first skydiving experience was incredible. My first skydiving experience was incredible. The bus driver was very friendly. The bus driver was very friendly. Are there any character restrictions in this field? Are there any character restrictions in this field? Can't it be helpful? Can't it be helpful? They were having a barbecue in the backyard. They were having a barbecue in the backyard. The color of the sky changes throughout the day. The color of the sky changes throughout the day. When do you prefer cake? When do you prefer cake? I may not be a cop in 5 hours. I may not be a cop in 5 hours. I can play video games after I finish my homework. I can play video games after I finish my homework. What a wonderful sight. What a wonderful sight. He doesn't want to go for a walk, and neither do I. He doesn't want to go for a walk, and neither do I. There was no printing. There was no printing. We didn't become blacksmiths right away. We didn't become blacksmiths right away. We did the test on Android. We did the test on Android. We should recycle our garbage to protect the environment. We should recycle our garbage to protect the environment. He will finish his book by the end of the week. He will finish his book by the end of the week. Ahead. Ahead. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. Shouldn't I be a weekly player? Shouldn't I be a weekly player? They may not increase monthly. They may not increase monthly. The teacher made the students play a game for school. The teacher made the students play a game for school. I'm in the curtained room. I'm in the curtained room. If it rains, we will stay at home. If it rains, we will stay at home. I'm in the room with the computer. I'm in the room with the computer. I came back for you but you were gone. I came back for you but you were gone. I have a rash. I have a rash. I left school at the age of 15. I left school at the age of 15. Actually, I was working with John too. Actually, I was working with John too. Can't you start sometimes? Can't you start sometimes? Consistency in yoga practice leads to greater flexibility. Consistency in yoga practice leads to greater flexibility. She took a cooking class to improve her cooking skills. She took a cooking class to improve her cooking skills. How often does he go to the theater? How often does he go to the theater? Should be encouraged every day. Should be encouraged every day. The flowers blooming in the garden are very beautiful. The flowers blooming in the garden are very beautiful. What kind of special place? What kind of special place? Can model 3 hours ago. Can model 3 hours ago. Cruising. Cruising. Can you be a hairdresser every day? Can you be a hairdresser every day? Talk to a partner. When do you usually do it? Talk to a partner. When do you usually do it? The photo depicts a beautiful landscape. The photo depicts a beautiful landscape. Our husband was the minister. Our husband was the minister. May I help you? May I help you? Basically. The city is noisier than the countryside. The city is noisier than the countryside. Are your children masseuses? Are your children masseuses? After that bad breakup, she didn't want to date anyone for a while. After that bad breakup, she didn't want to date anyone for a while. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. John is taller than me. John is taller than me. I visited my grandfather last weekend. I visited my grandfather last weekend. Can they get points after 3 evenings? Can they get points after 3 evenings? Do you know people who do this? Do you ever? Do you know people who do this? Do you ever? How much does a plane ticket cost? How much does a plane ticket cost? This exercise is easier than the previous one. This exercise is easier than the previous one. He won't be able to come to the party, is he? He won't be able to come to the party, is he? Is there a restaurant nearby? Is there a restaurant nearby? He washes the dishes after dinner. He washes the dishes after dinner. I often go for a walk in the park. I often go for a walk in the park. I lost my keys again. I lost my keys again. I will always admire him for his courage. I will always admire him for his courage. The electric skillet is great for one-pot cooking. The electric skillet is great for one-pot cooking. I need to buy some rice from the market. I need to buy some rice from the market. 4 afternoons can they focus? 4 afternoons can they focus? We were saving money for the holidays. We were saving money for the holidays. Was my mother a paramedic? Was my mother a paramedic? His colleague is the dean. His colleague is the dean. This place is really beautiful. This place is really beautiful. Work together. Work together. He has to attend the afternoon meeting. He has to attend the afternoon meeting. How often do you go to your mother? How often do you go to your mother? Thanks in advance. Thanks in advance. Couldn't he have watched it 5 weekends before? Couldn't he have watched it 5 weekends before? We are learning how to salsa. We are learning how to salsa. I don't have butter. I don't have butter. I'll take a hit. I'll take a hit. She doubts his intentions. She doubts his intentions. Did you forget? Did you forget? The boy, lost in the crowd, began to cry. The boy, lost in the crowd, began to cry. Not sure if I really want to go. Not sure if I really want to go. Are informed monthly. Are informed monthly. Our mother was a drummer. Our mother was a drummer. My fluffy cat. My fluffy cat. Definite. Definite. His computer is very fast. His computer is very fast. His half-brother was a pathologist. His half-brother was a pathologist. They should not be guards at sunrise. They should not be guards at sunrise. Could you tell us about the student clubs and organizations on campus? Could you tell us about the student clubs and organizations on campus? The dog is very obedient, listens to commands. The dog is very obedient, listens to commands. I don't want to lose my low prices to look good. I don't want to lose my low prices to look good. Despite being nervous, he gave a great performance. Despite being nervous, he gave a great performance. Will you design often? Will you design often? Is our mother-in-law a dermatologist? Is our mother-in-law a dermatologist? May rise. May rise. I'm going to school for my brother's books. I'm going to school for my brother's books. Is your uncle a factory worker? Is your uncle a factory worker? Necessary. Necessary. These are delicious cookies. These are delicious cookies. He never goes to bed early. He never goes to bed early. To consume. To consume. Can't they play soon? Can't they play soon? He won't go to bed until the episode is over. He won't go to bed until the episode is over. Her mother-in-law is a minister. Her mother-in-law is a minister. I will use the food processor to make the cake. I will use the food processor to make the cake. Please don't joke with me. Please don't joke with me. Cannot protect. Cannot protect. So look, you live alone. So look, you live alone. She devoted herself to a spa day. She devoted herself to a spa day. Was going to set it up last year. Was going to set it up last year. They can be aviators at dusk. They can be aviators at dusk. Being shocked. Being shocked. A program is a set of instructions for a computer. A program is a set of instructions for a computer. Does it fail sometimes? Does it fail sometimes? Did you read the book before watching the movie? Did you read the book before watching the movie? His daughter was a gymnast. His daughter was a gymnast. I did not repeat it at dawn. I did not repeat it at dawn. This idea is very complex. This idea is very complex. The bar is open from 6 a.m. The bar is open from 6 a.m. Where will I stand in 2 centuries? Where will I stand in 2 centuries? I cannot believe my eyes. I cannot believe my eyes. Talk. Talk. She does ballet. She does ballet. We toured the museum and saw many paintings. We toured the museum and saw many paintings. Did you eat or drink before arriving at the airport? Did you eat or drink before arriving at the airport? They held a picnic to celebrate their anniversary. They held a picnic to celebrate their anniversary. Was rarely mechanical. Was rarely mechanical. Wouldn't he be a cameraman in 3 weeks? Wouldn't he be a cameraman in 3 weeks? The book was written by Mark Twain. The book was written by Mark Twain. Does he watch TV in the evenings? Does he watch TV in the evenings? Don't I love? Don't I love? Shouldn't they match? Shouldn't they match? I have a lot of fun on the beach. I have a lot of fun on the beach. I finished my book and watched some TV after that. I finished my book and watched some TV after that. Won't they listen? Won't they listen? Did you play the piano as a kid? Did you play the piano as a kid? His colleague was an actor. His colleague was an actor. White snow is colder than yellow. White snow is colder than yellow. How breathtaking. How breathtaking. Oh how one. Oh how one. Last year to complain? Last year to complain? 1 minute. 1 minute. The computer was repaired by a technician. The computer was repaired by a technician. Isabel has the most grapes. Isabel has the most grapes. The restaurant is open from 6 a.m. The restaurant is open from 6 a.m.